Thanks for joining. I am Carrie and I want to teach y'all how to do a proper squat today. I have discovered myself that I have been doing squats completely off and that has triggered my back pain. So I'm here to help you get the proper form, and with that it's starting with the legs or with the feet up, foundation first. Okay, knees slightly wider than my shoulders, okay? Toes are slightly out, okay? Your knees, when they come out, they're gonna gives the space to come out, and not, if you were in like this, you would be very uncomfortable. So, make sure that your legs are a little wider than your shoulders. Your knees have room to come out because your toes are pointed outwards just a bit as well. Okay, so the most important part is that you're not bending with your knees. Okay, a lot of people, and this is me included, I hurt my back by just starting with my knees, causing my knees to go over my toes. You can see that's the way a lot of people squat. I have discovered and learned that if you start with a hinge at the waist, meaning anything below the waist stays still except your hips, okay? So moving down with your hips and then your knees. That way it gives you room, okay? I'm gonna stand up. So first I'm leading with my hips and then squatting. So the ultimate goal is to be able to get your thighs parallel to the ground or at a 90-degree angle. Okay, the third part of a squat is actually flexibility in your hips and in your ankles. If you don't have flexibility in your hips or your ankles, you are not going to get a proper squat. I, for one, do not have that mobility, so I'm working on it. But if you do have problems in your ankles with the flexion, then your squat will never be fully down. You'll stop at a certain point. Okay, just making sure that you're hinging at the waist, then bending at the knees. Your back is staying at a neutral position. Okay, you're not straining anything. Okay, and then you come right back up. Okay, when you go down, hinge at the waist, bend at the knees. Stop where you're at when you feel the tug. Okay, if you don't have the range of motion in your ankles, which I do not, like I was saying, you can get small weights, place them underneath your heels, okay, and then that way it gives me a lot more room to bend over, okay? Thinking all the weight in the heels, put all the weight in the heels when you go down, okay, sinking down and back, and then squat, and then up, okay? Gives you lots more range of motion, but if you train yourself to have proper form, bending hips first at the waist, bend the knees, and then up. Okay? There's always progress in squats. Practice this form, your foundation before you start, because it's very important so that you are not straining your back by just leaning forward. So that's for my beginner squatters. I hope that helped. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share this with anybody that may need to know how to squat. I'll be posting a booty and thigh burn workout soon, and so you'll need to know your squatting foundation tips first. So thank you so much for joining in.